Give me a cheer if you're on board with the junior doctors. Cool. I'm on board with the junior doctors. I should say, I wrote a load of songs just before the last election about how I wasn't going to be voting for Labour because I couldn't bear Ed Miliband's vision for Labour, and I couldn't bear some of the things that he was doing. And I wrote a whole record of songs about how I was out of the Labour Party, and there was nothing that the Labour Party could ever possibly do to get me back in the Labour Party. And well, isn't my face red? And the rest of me, no, because then, you know, along comes Jeremy Corbyn, you know, in his cardigans, and he's talking about, you know, renationalising the railways, and suddenly you are questioning your sexuality for the first time in decades. So this is a song about how I think that wages for work is a good thing, and apparently I don't have that in common with Ed Miliband. I cannot tell you how relieved I was when Chuka Umunna withdrew from the race, because nothing rhymes with Chuka Umunna. Julie's in the car park waiting for her shift to start. At Sports Direct they clock you in half hour after you begin. Kate Riley's up at Poundland waiting for Ed Miliband to step it up and take a stand on workfare. Yeah, when I needed Labour, were you there? Were you there? When I needed Labour, were you there? Oh, workers of the world, stand up and leave them in no doubt. A living wage for workers, or we'll vote you bastards out. No, you will not steal our labour, hear my generation shout. You pay peanuts, you get monkeys, you pay nothing, you get now.
I'm 28 years old, so this last election was my third election of voting age, and I feel like for the first time in my life I have a Labour Party that I can believe in good conscience. And I think that, you know, the difference that Jeremy brings to the table is that he is somebody who has suffered for standing by his principles across his entire career, and I think the fact that he is so different than the kind of careerist Blairite model of Labour politician so far that I've known is the fact that he's never, you know, put aside, he's never compromised his principles, and that is evidenced by the fact that he's never really been allowed any real power. So, you know, the fact that he now has been elected by this gigantic landslide and has this massive mandate to make a change, I think is a really, really exciting and I feel like it's a very enthusiastic time for me to be involved in politics. And, you know, more and more I see more and more people getting involved. I see younger people getting involved. The youth movement within Labour is massive now, and the youth movement of young socialists and young people campaigning for left-wing causes just seems to be growing all the time. So it's a very exciting thing to be a part of, and that's why I'm very, very happy to be doing the JC 4pm gigs, and I hope to be doing much more over the next 4 years, because I really think that there's definitely more people in this country who believe in a fairer society and believe in the principles that Jeremy's offering than there are who believe in the government that we have. So I really think, because there's more of us than there are of them, I think in 2020 we've got a really good shot of doing it.
Hooray for all the cool kids doing their apprenticeships, invest in youth for future power, but fuck it, at £2 an hour, intern in London 9 to 5. But if you want to stay alive, better hope Mum and Daddy will be there with a nice big house for you to share. Oh, workers of the world, stand up and leave them in no doubt. A living wage for workers, or we'll vote you bastards out. No, you will not steal our labour, hear my generation shout. You pay peanuts, you get monkeys, you pay nothing, you get now. Yeah! Viva la revolution! And we're like lobsters in a pot, trying to lock down all we've got. Cause if you won't do the time, well, there's 20 more behind who are queuing up in line to take your shots if you're not. Oh, workers of the world, stand up and leave them in no doubt. A living wage for workers, or we'll vote you bastards out. No, you will not steal our labour, hear my generation shout. You pay peanuts, you get monkeys, you pay nothing, you get now. You pay peanuts, you get monkeys, you pay nothing, you get now. You pay peanuts, you get monkeys, you pay nothing, you get now. You pay peanuts, you get monkeys, you pay nothing, you get now. Thank you.